That is how we create an application. So workspace and application, we need to define. Yeah. And for workspace, some files are created. So application related files are created. So those files are generated for us. Right? Workspace related files, what are present architecturally, I will show you. First, let's hit create. The file system also, you can see that. Actually, when you create a workspace configuration files will be there. Already I've given you the file structure in the beginning, but here we have a classification. Workspace configuration files, we have editor config. We have git ignore. We have readme.md, and you have angular.json. We have package.json, and package lock.json, and you will have the workspace related other folders. That means you will have src folder, and you will have node modules folder. We have tsconfig.json, tsconfig.base.json, like this. These are all the workspace related options. tslint.json. I explained about these files, what they do. These are actually workspace related files, workspace related configuration files. And when you create an application into it, then you will get a project related files also into it, project related files. Let's see that, right? So why? Because for workspace, if it is generating all the library, then generating the library for your project is easy. Now you can see workspace is ready. You can see workspace is ready. It's installed everything. After workspace is ready, cd my workspace, and you need to change into that workspace. And once observe here, you can open in your Visual Studio Code here, open folder, and in this folder, C drive, we have my workspace, and select that folder. My workspace will open, and you can see that in the Explorer. You can observe here in the Explorer. Let's open that. Let's close this one. Right. Now you can see here my workspace. You can observe in my workspace. This is my workspace. And in the workspace, you can observe carefully, there is no option like src app like options. Directly you have node modules in that git ignore. So all others are available here. But your project related files are not present here. No project is there. These are all the files related to workspace. That means if you configure anything here, they will affect to all your projects. So once workspace is ready, now we can create projects in that workspace. That means workspace can contain several Angular applications. How to generate Angular application? So you can use ng generate. So now let's create an Angular application here. That means ng generate. and application name, ng generate and application name. You can run from your terminal also. That means you can run from your terminal. So that means you can directly run from here. In the workspace, you can create and you can configure. Just for clarity, I'm showing here ng generate application and application name. Application name. Suppose I give in some Flipkart. That is the application name. Okay, and hit enter. So we are creating an Angular application. Now, while creating Angular application, this time here, first step, it is asking, do you want to collaborate this application with the Google Angular team? So that's not required. N, no. So that is not required. Enter. Okay. And now it is asking here, do you like to add Angular routing? Would you like to add Angular routing? And do you like to add Angular routing? So already we saw that. So Angular routing, if you don't select here, you have to manually add. So do you want to add Angular routing? Already yesterday, we learned about the configuration of routing file. In that case, now we will add it here now. Yes, I want to add Angular routing. So yesterday we learned manually how to add it if it is not there, right? So we can use both. So here, yes, add Angular routing. Okay, CSS we will select here. And it is installing the packages. This time it is installing the packages. It is installing the packages for your application. For your application. So that means it is generating an application here. It is generating an application. Any application name. So what we have given here, application, some application name, some Flipkart, that is. That means in the workspace, now you are generating an application. So now we have a perfect real world environment, like where you have a workspace, where you have applications. So a workspace can contain collection of several applications. So now how you can manage your applications here. So once the packages are also installed for this application, we added routing. So we selected that routing should be included into it. Okay. So automatically it will add a routing module into it. Now, actually, once you select an application, now what happens is, so here, your applications in within workspace are configured in a folder projects. It is configured in a folder called projects. That means now you will find a separate folder. You will find a separate folder called projects. In the projects folder, you will see all the files, all your project related files are present. So that means all your projects are present actually. That means you will have the main root C. So in that colon slash, you have workspace, my workspace. And in that my workspace, you will find a projects folder. In that projects folder, you will find this Flipkart that you created. Any number of applications that you are creating, they will be here. And very important is the library for all these projects is maintained in the main workspace folder, or maintained in the main workspace folder. That is node underscore modules. Now node modules is present here. So that means you configure the node modules here. It will be available for all your projects.